My childhood dreams still influence the way I operate today. And it stems from the question I'd be asked growing up all the time: what do you want to be when you grow up? Classic question. And like, yeah, when I was younger, I was always boasting about being a police officer or a an audiologist. That's the job that looks after people's hearing, if you didn't know. And as I grew up, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing all that anymore. I'm sorry. I don't really see myself becoming a police officer and having to deal with all the stuff that comes with that realm. But getting back on my dreams, I'd be sitting here up at night, tossing and turning, not being able to sleep because I'm building the bricks of my future self without even really realizing. And I guess at the time, for little me, it was, being super rich, being famous, having the Lambo, having the woman, all the generic kid things you'd want if you were to go up, right? And as a kid, I genuinely thought I was destined for greatness. I always knew that deep down I was going to make it far in life. Even if life was beating me. Pause. Hold on. Pause on that. Pause on that. Even if life was twisting me to the deepest pits of the ground, beating me to the ground, I always held to my heart the feeling that, yes, one day, word to bro, I'm going to be fantastic. Just trust me. Trust me. And it was the innocent little, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to change the world one day kind of feeling. Like little Pee Wee thinking. Pee Wee thinking. But it's true. Maybe not change the world literally, as that would be impossible. That wouldn't be possible at all. But seeing this dream version of myself that would provide something valuable. And somewhere along the line, when we grow up, we end up losing this passion and this bright child thinking. And it just fades off into obscurity. But I don't think it truly disappears. Rather, I think it just shoves itself away for waiting for us to find it again. As children, you couldn't tell us anything about what we wanted. You couldn't tell us nothing. Our dreams had no ceiling. There was no damn limit. If you told me I'd be an astronaut, an NBA player, an actor, I would have believed you. I would have told you straight up, yeah, I'm going to be all those things. I'm going to be all those things. I'll fit the time for all those things. Life, there's no limit in life. But then comes adulthood and experiencing life and realizing that things aren't as sweet as they seem. School begins to tell you that your path isn't realistic and that you should just study hard and find a job, go to college, work there for the rest of your life, right? And then society tells you, oh, this is what responsible, this is what is responsible, this is what you should be doing so that you don't look like a damn fool and you don't get laughed at in society. You need to know how to maneuver through the world. So this is a list of what you do, and this is a list of what you shouldn't do. And then the little ecstatic you who wished of being the greatest begins to slowly shrink down just just to the right size that fits other people's expectations. And it's sad, I can't lie. It's like that one Lightning McQueen that Lightning McQueen scene where he gets passed up. Literally, every time I see that clip, I'm just like, wow, what can you do? And now years later, instead of wanting to chase the little passion little me had, I started chasing stability and security, which, don't get me wrong, these are very important things in life. You need stability and security. These are obviously necessary things. But what I'm trying to say is I was letting go of a dream that I held close to me to compensate for those things, right? But now I'm actually starting to live out my dream, live this dream. And that's through the means of this YouTube channel. And I'm still the same kid who believes in limitless possibilities. I still believe that if you work hard and you put your mind to something, you will get something out of it. But I'm more rational now. As I grow up, I'm more realistic. I don't believe that, oh, I should disregard everything in my life, my relationships, my friendships, brushing my teeth, taking showers just so I can sit on this channel and work on it all day. Like, I have to be realistic, right? And Although I may not want to be an astronaut or an audiologist anymore, but when I think back to why I love those two things so much, those two dreams, it was tied to what they actually represented. I wanted to feel that I was of use to the world. I wanted to make people smile. I wanted to see that I had something to offer. I wanted people to acknowledge that I was something that I was doing mattered. But some things just don't change at all because these are the same feelings that drive me today. And like I said before, it's quite literally why I sit here and make these videos. I'm fulfilling the needs of childhood me, just through a place where I'm better educated around the world, about the world around me. I'm more knowledgeable. I have more to provide, right? And because listen, if 10-year-old me, 10-year-old me were to sit up on here on this channel and talk about life and the everyday and what happens, I promise you my videos wouldn't be longer than maybe 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Maybe 5 minutes max if I include some filler, maybe a black screen to just reach that. Trust me, these videos wouldn't be worth watching because I wouldn't have anything to offer at 10 years old, right? I haven't experienced anything at all, right? So it's not that I outgrew my dreams, but they just evolved to a point where I'm ready to share what I've always been thinking. Somewhere along the way, adulthood tells you to suck it up, go to work, go to school, make something of yourself. And when you have bills, deadlines, responsibilities to meet, brother, there's no time to dream about what ifs. There's no time to daydream about what could be, right? The corporate world or the world in general teaches you to turn your dream into you know what, I'll do it later. I'll do it next week. Next week I'll reset and I'll actually start doing what I want to do. And then that later unfortunately ends up turning into a never. And then you just live your life and go through the world knowing that, oh, in the back of my head, I really want to do this thing, but I just can't. Time's passed and it's too late. And we stop playing, we stop imagining, and we stop believing the idea that we could be more. And then I'm sure everyone gets this feeling. I'm sure everyone gets this feeling, right? It's this little reminder, like a bell that pops up in your mind. Like, oh my God, the perfect example. This is so beautiful. Oh my God, the perfect example of this is that one old song you found from your playlist like years ago, and then it just randomly shuffles on. It comes back, and you're like, oh my God, I forgot how much of a banger this song was. You sit there missing those times. You start reminiscing because you start thinking back to the period of life you were in when you came across the song. And I'm telling you right now, please, please, please don't ignore this feeling. It's your inner child begging to strive for more because he or she knows that you are capable of being great. And you shouldn't be bound to your environment or what others just say because it's the safe route, you know? It's your inner child begging to be heard. And now, like I said before, this doesn't mean that you have to go throw everything away. Don't quit your job. Don't drop out of school. Please don't. That's actually a foolish idea. I don't condone that in any way. That's actually stupid. But be reasonable in your decision making. All I'm trying to say is listen to what the kid you has always wanted. Maybe, that was the money. Maybe that was the fame. Maybe that was the numbers. Maybe that was just wanting to be happy and feeling joy in the thing that you've always loved. And you deserve a seat at your own table. Because even right now, when I talk into this mic and I just say whatever's on my mind, I go on tangents. Whatever pops up in my mind, I put it in my notes app and I just prep up the video, cook it up, right? I get this little rush of excitement every time I just think about something and I actually execute it now, like through these videos, because it's like, wow, I'm finally fulfilling that spark that I've always had when I believed that anything was possible. This little ball of energy, the little 7-year-old me, just this little, oh man, man. And anything is possible. Anything is possible. If you put your head down and you believe you can achieve it, trust me. You are your own worst enemy. And nobody will manifest success or demise for you other than yourself. That's the goal. So if you want to take something from this video, seek alignment. Seek something that fulfills your heart. Seek something that makes you happy. Even if it's just a little side hobby, find something that makes you happy. Or if you had a dream and you've always suppressed it, you've pushed it down for the longest time, you've just been living through life knowing that, oh, I could really start this. If I start this, who knows, right? The what if? Just do it. Just do it. Even if it doesn't amount to anything, it doesn't matter because you did something. What do you get to lose? You lose nothing. What do you lose? You gain experience. You don't lose anything, actually. You gain experience. There's always a benefit to gain from whatever you decide to do. So find a place where both the versions of you, child and present you, can feel content. So maybe my childhood dreams still shape the present me, because deep down, I'm still the exact same kid. I just have more responsibilities, more stress. I'm more suspect to balding and gray hairs. I did pick up some better fashion sense. I can't throw it on. And I do have a little crispier cut. And I also grew some locks. If there's anything I've learned growing up and adjusting to the reality of life doesn't equate to giving up. It just means you need to find new ways to bring back the spark that you once had. And as you grow older, would little you be proud of how far you've come? Ask yourself that. And honestly, hey, that's all I got to say for today. That's all I got to say for today. Thank you for watching my jar of blabber spill out. I appreciate it. Stay safe, everyone. And don't forget to take out the garbage. Your house probably smells.